the first thing I wanted to mention was about David Lynch. Like you mentioned that he has this ineffable quality about his pieces that you can't put your finger
Mhm.
on. And I was
Yeah.
just reading this article by the Infinite Jest guy, um,
Oh,
David Walter Wallace, something like that.
fuck, what is his name? Yeah, something Wallace.
It's like D.W. Wallace.
Mhm.
I don't know. I don't care. I don't really. Never read the book. It's fucking thicker than the Bible.
David Foster Wallace.
Oh, okay,
Wallace.
Foster. But he did mention like he wrote this article about David Lynch. I think he was visiting the Lost Highway set, and he was musing about that.
Okay.
He was like, because he was only allowed on the set because he like was as anti-journalist as you can get.
Hmm.
And anyway, he was saying that his David Lynch's movies they don't have that commercial hook that most movies have. That
Yeah.
they're like violating the social contract, like the unspoken social contract of movies. Like you go to a Jurassic Park movie, you know what you're getting into, and but when you go
Hmm.
into a David Lynch movie, it's like all up in the air. Like it's more open. Like you're just kind of you don't know what you're in for, what to expect. And,
Yeah.
so yeah, he was. I guess his hypothesis was that that opens up a lot of doors in your mind to certain emotions.
Hmm.
So I just thought I'd mention that.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. That's one of the things I like about David Lynch movies. Um, it's just something about the way they, something about the way they look. Yeah.
Well, it's weird because in his little art class, like
Mhm.
he's he's just he's just like okay, straight on like I guess it's such an intuitive thing for him that he doesn't even think
Mhm.
about it. Like he's just going for a feeling, I guess,
Yeah.
or staying true to the idea. But okay, I guess unless you have more thoughts on that,
Not really.
okay,
No.
I guess we
I
can
should
move
probably
on.
watch a few,
I would
but
recommend Wild at Heart if you haven't seen it. It's with
I don't think I have.
Nicolas Cage. That's one of and William Dafoe, which I guess that's a good segue. I wanted to mention Dafoe as one of the actors that I forgot about. It's like
Oh yeah.
looking at him and like he's always enjoyable. Like no
He
matter
is.
what
Yeah, he's always
movie.
entertaining.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it's like him and Samuel L. Jackson. So Samuel L. Jackson is another one. It's like I love him in everything, even the Avengers movies.
Yeah, he is pretty much great in everything. And he doesn't do like he's always Samuel L. Jackson, you know?
Yeah,
Like he's a character actor, so but
but
it's
he's
always enjoyable to watch.
and it seems like he's always playing himself. Like he just like
Yeah.
fits in his own skin. That like he's always comfortable. I don't know. It's weird. I did want to mention
Yeah.
if I can remember the name. It was like Black Snake Moan with
Black
Ricci.
Snake Moan, yeah, with Christina Ricci.
Yeah, it's like yeah. he was. I really love that movie for some reason. It's been forever since I've seen it.
I don't know if I ever did see that one. I remember it. but I don't know if I ever saw it.
It's not a very. It's like mostly dialogue and drama. Like not a whole lot of
That's what I
action.
would. Yeah, it looks like that type of movie. All right, so top 3 action movies.
Oh, hold on. Well, there was one other actor, which I guess we're gonna get into. Oh, okay, no. I guess because for my number 3 pick, it's like I was gonna pick the blind swordsman, Zatoichi.
I
So the
feel like I've
director,
heard of that.
it was in the 2000s, I think. So it's older, but the director, he's really famous in Japan. Um, he goes by Beat uh, Takeshi. He's probably more famous for Takeshi's Castle. Like if you've seen the
Oh,
Japanese people falling off ships,
yeah,
and it's like
yeah.
he also does a ton of movies, or more than 20. It's like he's directed a ton. But this is my pick of him for action. It's like I was just going through, and there's like Violent Cop, which I'm rewatching at the moment, and like he has all these like offbeat comedies and mobster Japanese mafia movies.
Okay. Is does it have Sunny Chiba in it?
Who? Like I think it's
Yeah.
all
I'm trying to
Japanese.
find it. You said it
Um,
was kind of old, right?
yeah, I can send you a link.
Yeah, send me a link because I'm coming up with the Flying Swordsman, but it's from 2022.
Oh, it's not
I'm
flying.
wondering if
It's
that's
the blind swordsman.
blind. I thought you said flying.
No, I mumble. Sorry.
Okay, now I see it. From 2003.
Yeah, that's one he did. I think there's an older one, but yeah, it's like
Blind.
him doing samurai stuff, blind swordsman. It's fun.
Yeah, I feel like you definitely know a lot more like movies that I'm not familiar with
Yeah. Well, I was in
rather
Japan,
than
and you know,
oh yeah.
all in into the Japanese culture. I'm honestly surprised I didn't get a wife. But I guess if I had stayed longer,
Probably would have ended up married, huh?
yeah, I'd probably still be over there.
Well, maybe you should just move to Japan.
I would if I could learn the language. It seems like it just doesn't stick, but whatever.
Mm.
I guess it would if you're
Yeah,
immersed in the culture.
yeah. Like if you had been there for what it was like 20 years ago almost when you went there, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was early 2000s, like 2 years.
Yeah, so you definitely would have learned it by now
Oh, yeah.
if you'd just stayed, but I still have never left the United States.
Really? Not even like Alaska or Hawaii?
Nope. Never
Hmm.
been outside of the lower 48. Um,
Okay.
I've never been to the East Coast either. The furthest east I've been is Tennessee.
Huh.
Um, most of the East Coast I haven't, but pretty much everything west of Tennessee I've been to,
Okay.
especially when I was driving a truck. But
Hmm.
yeah, I still want to see the world before I get too old.
Yeah, do it while you can. especially living in America where everybody's trying to make you fat and diabetic and put you in a wheelchair.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. My number 3 is I'm pretty sure. Oh, I will say I did have to kind of like narrow down what I consider action
Oh yeah.
and what I
I did.
consider adventure.
Yeah.
Because like the Indiana Jones movies would be on there,
Hmm.
but you know, I consider those adventure movies more so
Yeah, there were
than
a lot
action
of
movies.
sci-fi movies that I was like, that's like more sci-fi than it is action.
Same, yeah, like Terminator and like, you
Hmm.
know, shit like that. I'm like, yeah, it's more of a genre bend, or it's like a subgenre, I guess. It's like,
Yeah.
but it's more of a subgenre of sci-fi than of action, I think.
Mm.
Anyway, um, the only one on my list that I would argue is sort of a subgenre is there is one action comedy on my list.
Mm.
On
Yeah,
that's
that's
second
hard.
place, but
Most
yeah,
action movies are just
um,
kind of funny by themselves. It's like I was really considering putting Samurai Cop on the list.
okay. But yeah, my number 3 is Mad Max Fury Road.
Okay.
I fucking love that movie. I think it is like as action movie as you can get, pretty much.
Mm.
Um, I like all like the practical set design and you know the design of all the cars. Like it's all practical. Not all of it. There is some CGI in it, but for the most part, like they're showcasing just doing practical shit in 2015, which is pretty refreshing, you know.
Yeah.
Plus, you got Charlize Theron being a badass, which I always love.
Yeah. She's
Um,
great.
yep. And it's funny because I've seen the original Mad Max movies like when I was a
It's been a
kid,
while.
and I've never revisited them. And maybe I should, but
Mm. I don't know.
I I don't know if I'll even still like them.
Yeah, I remember you're a big Lethal Weapon fan. I remember watching those a lot.
Mhm. Yeah, love Lethal Weapon, and I considered one of them being putting one of them on the list, but
Yeah,
ultimately
I didn't really
they didn't
consider
quite make
those like Beverly Hill Cop and things like that. Mm.
it.
Oops. Oh well.
Um, yeah, so not really sure what else to say about Mad Max Fury Road. It is what it is.
Yeah.
It's the soundtrack is fucking awesome. It's it's just like it's like a fucking movie, you know? Like it's like in your face and it makes you
Okay.
feel like you're going crazy through half of it.
Yeah, that's my
Um,
my two and one. They're very. It's like I'm pretty sure you haven't seen Itchy the Killer, but
I have seen Ichi the Killer. Ichi or Itchy?
Itchy,
Ichi?
I don't know.
Um, I have seen it once with you
Oh,
because you
okay.
really liked that movie back in the day.
I
And I
still
remember
do.
watching it with you. I don't remember a ton about it. Did a guy get stabbed with chopsticks at one point?
I don't
Like
remember that
stabbed in
part,
the
but
eyes with a
maybe.
set of chopsticks?
I remember the guy that was like being suspended, and he got um, boiling oil poured all over him. And then there's people that
Okay.
get cut in half. Tons and
Yeah.
tons of very, uh, yeah, Quentin Tarantino-esque gore.
Yeah. That I kind of remember, like that being, very
But yeah,
over the top gore.
well, I mean,
Um,
it opens up like with sperm getting like he's trying to plant trees, jerking off on a bush.
so
So
Ichi
yeah,
the Killer.
very very Japanese movie. Or,
Yeah, see, I remember images from it, like the scars. I remember that.
yeah, where he opens up his mouth and like some dude punches him and he bites his fist off. But yeah, the music in that, I love the music too. The anime is kind of not very good.
Which came first, the anime or the live action one?
I'm not sure. It was based off a manga, if I'm remembering right. I think it was a
Mm.
Korean manga. But yeah, I don't know. And
Hmm.
like, doesn't really matter. Like,
No, not really. I was just curious.
but
Is
yeah,
that was that your number three, or did it just come up?
that was my number two.
Oh, your number two. Number
Yeah,
two, yeah, that's what I
my three
remember.
was the samurai
Yeah, the blind
Zatoichi.
swordsman.
I guess similar. Like they, I guess we could mention that. It's like I don't remember. It was probably some dumb English professor that he was saying like we don't name our kids after numbers, and in Japan, Ichi is firstborn. It's like okay, dumbass. Anyway,
What's wrong with naming your kid a number?
yeah, I guess
Hmm.
I was. I don't know. I forgot what.
I mean,
It's like that was just something. And I was like, okay, I'm never gonna listen to anything you say ever.
yeah, like they
But
lose all credibility.
yeah, that's the only thing I
Yeah,
remember from it. Because I immediately checked out.
as you should. Sounds like
So,
sounds like a pretentious fuckwad.
so you only remember bits and pieces, and I guess what were your? You liked it? Didn't like it?
I don't
Or
even remember,
you were
honestly.
just
The
confused?
thing I remember the most about the movie is the dude's face and it being very violent, but I don't even remember like specifically what happens or even any
It's
individual scenes.
very
The thing I
confusing. It's like
mostly, huh?
oh, did you want me to explain, or you don't care?
Oh, no, I'm just saying like what I remember from it.
Yeah.
And I remember you really liking it. That's mostly what I associate because I've seen it referenced throughout the years online, and like I
Okay.
know it's a
Yeah, I know
pretty decently
Tarantino.
well-known movie.
Well, Tarantino really likes that director, although that
Yeah.
director is really all over the place, from like children's movies to just
Hmm.
stupid. It's
Wow. Wide range.
yeah, Miike is Miike. Um, I think his first name is or Takashi Miike, but but yeah, he's done like hundreds of movies.
Kashi Miki. Oh, 13 Assassins. Oh,
Yeah, hundreds.
Audition. Okay, this guy.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, Blade of the Immortal. Okay. Yeah, I know
Yeah,
this
that's more
director.
recent.
Yeah, man, wow, he has done a shitload of fucking movies.
Yeah. shitload and like all over the place.
Hostel?
Uh,
I thought Hostel was
Elon, whatever, Eli, Eli something.
yeah, that douchey guy, Eli Roth.
Yeah,
It was directed by him.
no,
Hmm. I don't know why it's listed
it might be one of
under this.
those uh, aggro lists.
Yeah. The City of Lost Souls. Did
I don't think I've seen that one.
okay. That one sounds familiar. Yeah, that's funny that Audition I couldn't really get through. I didn't
Okay.
care for that one.
Huh.
So
It's kind
a
of
little torture
slow.
porny for me.
Yeah, kind of.
All right, yeah, that's a solid choice. Um, for a director, I should watch Ichi the Killer again. Get a sense of it. Does it have like a lot of action packed moments? Because I remember it mostly just.
Um,
I thought it was
I guess
mostly.
that's what I remember. But I
Yeah.
think it's about a 2 hour movie.
Okay. Yeah.
Um,
What was his deal? Is he just like a criminal?
so,
Is he like?
well, he was this. So Ichi is like this kind of mildly retarded or autistic, like video game basement dweller, and
Okay.
he like uses his like he's being manipulated by this old guy to do assassin hits for him. Like it's not really explained very well, but
Okay.
like for some reason he has this super suit and he can cut people in half with his uh, knives that pop out of his shoes. But yeah, it's
No
like,
wonder it has a following online. Then I bet the incels love this movie.
what are you trying to say?
Said he was like a mildly retarded basement dweller, right?
Well, that's the main character, but he
Yeah.
gets pitted up against this mafia boss who's like really kinky and sadistic, like tortures a lot of
Okay.
prostitutes and stuff.
Yeah. One of those types.
So yeah, I think what happens in the movie specifically is like Ichi kills the mob boss, and then like the guy under him with the mouth, um,
Hmm.
like he's searching for that who killed him, and so that's how they clash.
Oh, so the guy with the scars, that's not Ichi
No,
or Itchy?
Ichi is the guy with the
Oh,
giant #1 on his back. He's running around in that little. Kind of looks like a Ninja Turtle, but he's like this nerdy. Like he's playing Tekken at the beginning, or
okay.
but yeah, he's like trapped in the.
Oh, yeah. I thought the guy with the scars was supposed to be
No, that's not Ichi. I'm
Itchy.
trying to remember his name. It starts
Uh,
with a K.
yeah, he's the one on the cover usually, or that's like the imagery that usually pops up is that guy. Um,
Yeah,
Maybe because it's just compelling imagery because of the scars.
I suppose. Well,
Um,
nowadays it kind of like the Joker before the Joker.
yeah. And I feel like now that you say that that's a different character, I feel like when we watched it back in the day, I also thought that guy was going to be Itchy, and then I was like, oh, that's not. That's a different guy. Okay. I feel like this has already happened when we watched the movie.
Right? Okay. Like, yeah. I mean, it's easy to get lost in the movie. There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
and it's not really explained. You just kind of, yeah, it's kind of like a drug trip. It's like, whoa, we're over here now.
All right. Any more thoughts?
No, not really. If you watch it again, let me know, and I'll do the same.
Yeah, I will.
It reminds me we need to
Uh,
do that with Love Exposure sometime. I'd like to do a more
yeah,
in-depth video.
I do need to watch that. I've got kind of an informal list for when I get to have weekends again. So, um, all right. So my number 2 is True Lies,
Okay.
and that's the one that I would classify as an action comedy.
I don't remember much action from that, other than the sex scene, but maybe that was just my teenage mind fantasizing about David Lee Curtis.
Oh, the striptease scene.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, no, that movie's all action. like that's an action fucking movie.
Huh.
Um,
Maybe I should watch it
you got
again.
the you got the beginning set piece, of course, where he's like stealing documents or something from an embassy, and there's like guys on skis with machine guns, and
Hmm.
then you've got so many like just classic Arnold set pieces in that movie.
Okay.
It's Arnold at his height, and you got the scene where he's chasing the guy on the motorcycle, and Arnold steals the cop's horse, and it's like a horse versus motorcycle chase
Huh.
through a hotel,
Okay.
off the roof, that whole bit. Um, then you got the island shootout scene
Yeah,
where
it's
he's
like,
fighting all the terrorists on the island.
yeah, that movie came on TV a lot. I don't remember like renting it.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, to me, that's like the ultimate Arnold movie because
Hmm.
it's like all the over the top Arnold action stuff,
Yeah.
plus Jamie Lee Curtis being awesome. And it's
Right.
fucking funny. Like, it's a really funny movie. And the the premise is just so fucking absurd and silly.
Okay.
I guess it's not that absurd. I mean, he's a
Well,
spy,
it's
his wife doesn't know,
an
but
absurd world we live
um,
in.
yeah. But the whole thing about her like possibly cheating on him with Bill Paxton, and then they, the movie, like the central plot just derails for a while, and they go chasing after Bill Paxton
Hmm.
because they think his wife's cheating on him,
Huh.
and I think it's such a fun fucking movie. It also, like, I think Arnold has comedic chops that he never got credit for, really. That dude's
That's
fucking
mostly
funny.
timing. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's yeah. He knows. It's like
Yeah.
he doesn't need anybody else to pat him on the back. So.
Yeah. Um, the, yeah. Did you ever see Last Action Hero
I did.
or Last Action Hero?
I remember it got a lot of shit. But,
Yeah. It was not well received. Like, it did very poorly. And I have always defended that movie.
hmm. I
If you
mean,
watch it
I
now, it's
didn't really like the kid, but
yeah,
that
the kid is kind of, whatever, but um that movie's fucking hilarious, and the whole thing is like a self-aware parody of his career, and he's a good sport about it, and it's like
yeah.
got some really funny, you know, little in jokes and stuff.
Okay. I mean, that reminds me of I guess Lars von Trier's um, the house that Jack built. I don't know if you've seen that.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I have it
Oh, really?
over here somewhere.
I
Where
think
is it?
that's one of his better movies that he's done recently. Well, I guess
Yeah,
he.
it's actually, yeah, that's why I have it, actually. It's because I think it's my favorite of his, probably.
I like
Did he do the
Antichrist.
one? Did Lars von Trier do Melancholia? Is that him?
Yes, it is with
Okay, that
Nicole
one's pretty
Kidman.
fucking good too.
Uh, I don't know. I guess I was watching it on Netflix at my parents' house with the volume turned down, so maybe I didn't get the full experience.
What of Melancholia?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like I watched it twice because I forgot I watched it the first time. But
I really
he
like.
did another season of The Kingdom, so I was debating on watching that.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Well, that's the thing. I think we did. It's just you forgot. It was a long time ago. It was that you were talking
Oh,
about the
right.
weird.
Yeah, we just talked about that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
that that's it. So we can watch that. Well, fuck. So getting into a mini series now. Um, what were we talking about?
Well, you brought up the house that Jack built.
Oh yeah,
Um,
it's just like as far as commentary on careers, it's like it seems like
oh,
that's how that's how I see it anyway.
yeah,
It's
that's an
like
interesting take. I don't.
he feels like he's getting away with murder every time he releases a movie. So,
Yeah, I mean, he should feel that way.
exactly. But yeah, the main actor in that guy, like he should have won an Oscar. Like he's fantastic. He's also hilarious.
Yeah, well, Matt Dillon.
Yeah,
Yeah, Matt Dillon. Well, he died right after the movie came out, I think,
did
didn't
he?
he?
I thought he was still alive. Huh. Might as well look that up.
Oh, maybe he didn't.
Okay, I was like,
Who am I thinking of then?
uh, you want me to know? I don't know.
I'm not asking. I'm not asking you. I'm
Uh,
asking myself. Like,
yes, rhetorical question. Got it.
yeah, who am I thinking?
Let me
Oh
open
man.
up your brain. Put you in debug mode.
Um, he was real big in the '90s. He had a similar look. I
There's
could
a
have sworn it was him.
there's a lot of those guys though.
It's kind of driving me nuts. Oh well. I'm actually surprised he hasn't done more since that movie then. Uh,
I don't really keep up with actors. Um,
I don't either, but I mean, I notice when they're in things, you know?
oh, well, I mean, Matt Dillon and Gunsmoke has died. James Arnett, well, that was a long time ago. Um,
And it was someone around the same age.
I don't know.
Oh well.
Maybe next week we'll figure it out.
Yeah, it'll probably just come to me. I thought it was Matt Dillon, but apparently it's fucking not. And I'm trying to think of like who I always got him mixed up with. Because there's
There's at
these two
least
actors, him and
five.
some other guy.
It seems like there's a
Huh?
whole group of them that are like almost cookie cutter actors, but
Yeah.
for some reason I can't think of any of them. Huh.
Let's see, who does? it can't just be me that gets him mixed up. It gets these guys mixed up. So who does Matt Dillon get confused with? Ah, well, I don't know. Anyway, True Lies, that's my number 2.
Okay. So my number 1, RoboCop.
Okay, good choice. Fucking love RoboCop.
Well, yeah, it's like, yeah, to me, that's just peak action. Like everything I want in an
Yeah, I
action
mean,
movie. Like, I was
it's
gonna, like, I, it's like got sci-fi elements, but it's more action than sci-fi, I think. Like,
yeah,
the action is kind of a, and I suppose I should preface that this is the Hooven whatever, uh, not the more recent
yeah,
RoboCop. This is old '80s RoboCop.
yeah. I assumed it wasn't that remake.
Yeah,
Paul Verhoeven.
honestly, with the HD remaster, it's like it even looks better than the CGI one.
Oh, I'm sure it does. Yeah, because this shit's practical.
Yeah, like
Um,
great story. It has that one guy from Twin Peaks. Like he gets shot out of the window. Trying to wait.
the bad guy.
Um, well, I'm trying to
Well, it
remember
has a
his name.
number of bad guys in it, but
Right,
there's the bad guy that's like the street criminal bad guy, because you've got him and
right.
the bad guy. Right?
Was like the executive.
Oh, the executive guy with the like big nose. Yeah,
Yeah,
can't think of his name, but
trying to
he's in
remember
a
his
ton of
name. Yeah, he's in Twin Peaks.
tons.
Yeah, he's probably the most
Uh,
famous. Well,
but the I can't remember the bad guy's name, but the street criminal one, the one that shoots up Murphy, that is that's Red Foreman from that '70s show,
oh yeah,
Dad.
yeah, that's fun.
Um,
He does a hell of a job too.
he also has my favorite line of the movie, "Bitches leave." I just find it hilarious. Bitches leave. Um, yeah, Paul Verhoeven is one of my favorite action directors because of he does satire really well too. Like
Yeah.
RoboCop is a satire
Hmm? And
on capitalism, and
Starship Troopers.
Starship Troopers is one of my favorite satirical action movies
But he also
about
has
fascism.
a lesbian nun movie, Saint Benedicta.
What's it called?
Saint Benedicta, where
Oh,
I'm probably
Benedetta?
butchering
Vendetta?
that. Yeah.
Benedetta? Lesbian nuns, huh?
Yep.
How did you get into my search history?
I think that's in the back of everybody's mind.
Got a talking snake? Okay. I need
Snake.
to look into this movie. This looks interesting. And not just because, I'm a like a 17th century nun tangle.
Well, she starts. She's like trying to fulfill the prophecy or whatever, and yeah, it's
Yeah, I need to
interesting.
see this. Hmm. What year was RoboCop? 87.
Okay.
Did you ever watch RoboCop 2?
Hmm. Yeah,
I
I like
think
it.
that one I saw more than RoboCop, just because of the time it came out. I think it was on TV a lot, and I remember taping it off of like HBO or Showtime, whatever we had at the time,
Yeah.
and just watched that one a lot. And then there was RoboCop.
Yeah, 3 was a train wreck. Like, I
It
think that
was,
was like when CGI was coming out, and yeah,
yeah. They had like those robot ninjas.
I don't even remember. I seen it once, and I was like,
And
I'll erase that from my memory.
yeah, yeah. It was not good. It did have CCH Pounder though. She's awesome.
Huh,
Uh, but she's also not enough to save a movie. So,
right.
but yeah, the second one, the the big robot
Mhm.
that's like made out of the person, the creepy cult leader guy. I used to have like fucking nightmares about that thing when I was a kid.
Oh, okay.
It was always like, I think it's because of that warehouse where he kills all those.
Kills what?
Um, it's done like a horror movie. Terrifying.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't remember. It's been a while.
Yeah. Anyway, uh, I'll move on to my number one, which probably is not going to surprise you at all.
Okay.
I think this is the one movie I have seen than any other movie ever made. I've seen this movie so many times, I have it memorized, and that's Die Hard.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. I think Die Hard is my favorite action movie. It's also, I think, probably the best action movie. Like, every action movie that came after it, it informed in some way or another.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think it's just a perfect fucking movie.
Yeah, I think we watched it like every Christmas.
Yep, pretty sure we did. Um,
I remember
yeah,
the
it's just
video
fucking
game.
great.
The
Huh?
PlayStation. The PlayStation video game. We used to play that
Yeah,
over at your
that
house.
it was like all three in one.
Yeah.
Yep, played a lot of that fucking game. Um, most of the sequels are not great, except for the third one, Die Hard with a Vengeance, with Samuel L. Jackson.
Hmm.
Great fucking chemistry between them, by the way. I think they made a great duo, and I wish there had been more movies with those two in it.
Hmm.
As like a buddy cop situation, even though Samuel L. Jackson wasn't a movie,
Yeah, I
uh,
guess they were
but they're
in Pulp Fiction.
yeah, but I don't think they ever even come into contact with each other in fiction.
Right. They're never in the same scene.
Yeah, they are in the same scene when Butch and um, Marcellus are like making the deal for him to. Uh,
Hmm.
Jules and Vincent show up at the bar. They're wearing the goofy clothes. And
Oh,
they like
okay.
walk past each other. And there's a moment um, where Vincent and Butch like talk shit to each other at them, but Samuel L. Jackson basically just ignores it, walks past. So they are in the same scene, but they never like interact at all. I don't think. But yeah, Die Hard, classic. Um, then there's the whole. Do you remember like when we were kids and we would watch that movie, it was always a joke that it was a Christmas movie.
I guess.
And we thought, at least in our family, we thought we were like really unique for coming up with that. And now it's this big cultural thing.
I mean, I guess in
So
my family,
everybody,
it's what is it? Trading Places with um,
oh, Dan Aykroyd
and
who is it? Dan
Eddie
Aykroyd and
Murphy.
Eddie Murphy? Is that the
Yeah,
one? Okay.
they swap like one's a hobo and one's a Wall Street sucker or con artist. I don't know, whatever.
I don't think I ever actually watched that movie. I know it's a classic. I've heard of it.
Well,
I
yeah,
know
but
what it is.
it's like it's set at Christmas, but it's not really a Christmas
Hmm.
movie. But yeah, we would watch it a lot. I mean, it's like we
Well,
don't really watch
I
movies all
think
that much.
the debate on Die Hard being a Christmas movie, I understand why people say it's not, because I mean, it's not, but it is because every Christmas we start talking about Die Hard and whether or not it's a Christmas. The debate itself makes it a traditional movie during Christmas, so it's a Christmas movie.
Why not?
That's my take.
I was never big into Christmas.
Also, I have this right here. A Die Hard Christmas. It's like a little children's book.
Wow.
There's Al talking on the radio. Let's see. Pulling the glass out of his feet.
Classic.
See if let's look at the ending here. Then Han is falling off the building. A Die Hard Christmas. It's a cute little book. I got that for Christmas some year. I can't remember
Huh. That's
what
funny.
year it was, but yeah, massive Die Hard fan. I'm actually jealous of my brother, a gift that I got him,
Oh.
because he has the Blu-ray set
Mhm.
of the first three movies. That's like in the Nakatomi building.
Huh.
Like it's about that tall, and it holds the Blu-rays on the bottom.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome. I wish I had that thing.
Uh,
Yeah,
well, now you
massive
know.
Die Hard fan.
Break into his apartment
So
and steal it.
I should. I mean, I got it for him. I could.
Take that.
I know where I got it.
Oh,
I
okay.
could just order one myself. But I think since I got it, they don't make them anymore, and it's gotten really expensive. So
Collector's item now.
yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, it's become a collector's item. Plus, it takes up a lot of room, though, too. Like
Yeah.
I know where I would put it next to the TV, but it's still like, I mean, it's pretty big. It's like that big, I think.
Oh, okay. It's like
That big room.
I had an Invader Zim box set. It was like a giant Zim's house. And this,
I've seen that.
I don't know if I
Yeah,
still
that's.
have it or I lost it somewhere when I was moving.
Hmm.
Might be at my brother's
I
house.
like
I don't know.
Invader Zim. Yeah, I used to have most of Invader Zim on, but I didn't have like the collector set. Yeah. Anyway, that's my number one. I don't really have any more thoughts.